house where if they need clothing at any time, and we have brand new stuff, they can come get clothing, they can come get shoes, and, you know, like now it's winter time, so we have boots and, you know, coats, so they can come and they can get clothes. If they need food, we have a food pantry, they can come get food any day of the week. Like anything that child is lacking, they can come to the safe haven and get it. We don't want you hungry. We don't want you going out there to sell drugs to get something to eat, no food or something on your feet. So I think this is what keeps them, you know, keep our children. Try to, you know, you lose some. I'm not going to say we win them all because we have two now. One was arrested recently for robbery. You have another one who's on trial for murder of an 8-year-old little girl, which was an accident. But in any case, there's 2 lives lost. You can't win them all, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right, and you were talking about, as we're winding down, you were talking about collective effort. You made it a point, and I know just through research and through communicating with hundreds of people every year, that you have for something to really grow and to really impact people, you do need a team of people.
Yes.
And I love the fact that you were very passionate and very adamant about saying, hey, this is not about Nyzia. This is not about me. This is not about Saving Grace Ministry. This is about the people that are that are inside of it. So, two-part question to the teamwork thing is, one, who is the first person that came on board to support this? That's a teammate. That is a teammate. And secondly, what is give me what is what's special about the team there at Saving Grace Ministry? So again, the first part is, who is the first teammate to come on board? Secondly is what about the team in a whole?
Okay. Well, Saving Grace Ministries, I guess it was an inspiration from, it burst out of my tragedy. So let's say tragedy and triumph. The first one to come on board with a lot of what I was doing, her name is Nika Mickle. She's my assistant director. She's actually in Philadelphia. She's actually from North Jersey. She's not from here. However, we grew up in the same environments. But she empathized with me right away. When I explained it to her, she like, what? And she empathized with me right away. And in fact, she started a branch over in Philadelphia. She runs my Philadelphia side. So we do a lot of things collectively. But she's still here. She's still my assistant director. She works very hard on her side, as well as working with us for the Camden side as well. We plan to do group homes in Philadelphia next year. Once we get these, all running over this side, we plan to expand some homes over there. But she's on board, full-hearted. I have a core of 7, and let's say the 7 core is my management team. We have from public relations to events coordinators to operations managers to life coaches. The 7 core would be the management. My right hand, my president of my foundation, her name is Chantel Earl. She does everything. She probably wears about 20 hats, but she's full-hearted in it. My operations managers is Nyzia Easterling Owens, and we have Terry Reed. They work tirelessly hard. My father actually runs my public relations department, and he writes a lot. He does very well as well. So I have a core of 7. However, our team consists of about 57 people. We have a large board. We have an executive board. We have a working board. And then we have our employees. So we have about 57 people, which we continue to now. We're hiring people, so it's continuing to grow. But as far as the foundation, we have our foundation workers, and then we have our safe haven workers. So they're coming into collaboration. So it'll be over hundreds of people now because you're going to add the group home staff. But as far as our foundation, we sit about 57 now. And everybody split up responsibilities. We have social workers, licensed social workers, clinical social workers, bereavement workers. We have nurses. So you have a little bit of everything. I couldn't do it by myself, not at all.
That is really, really, really awesome. I have 2 more questions. One is about these group homes. I don't really know what a group home is. But I know that Saving Grace Ministries has them. So if you could explain what is a group home, and also how does the group home work for Saving Grace Ministries?
Okay, the group homes, we don't really want to call them group homes. We like to call it safe havens because group homes are institutional for the kids. So our safe havens are homes for children who are displaced or they're going to be displaced. So like I said, we have 4 right at this point. No, the children are not placed yet. They'll be placed after our zoning board meeting this month. But we have 4. We have 921 Fifth Street, which is a treatment home. It's for children who suffer with PTSD that's behavioral. So they all have, at this point, been labeled with something. Our house, we have 2 houses that's in the downtown area of Camden. We have 2 houses in the Pollock section of Camden, which we have our aging out boys, which they're leaving foster care because they're 18, but they have nowhere to go. We want to try to keep them off the street. So we have a lot of different programming where we're bringing them into that house. We have another house also on Morton Street. It's called the Loving Arms Home, which will be teen moms and their babies. That's another safe haven home. We have a resource house, which is 309 Erie Street, for children who just are in foster care. A lot of our children end up in foster care because maybe they go to grandparents or a family member once the parent is murdered, and then they can't handle the behaviors because they never were treated for their PTSD, or they never was treated, had bereavement counseling, so now they're acting out, and they don't want to have the patience to deal with it, so they go into diapers, and now they call it DCPNP here. And a lot of children are shipped from house to house to house. They're split up from siblings, different things. So we kind of want to know, we know ours because we're able to sit on a family team meetings and stuff with DCPNP and be a part of their support team. So we want to pull some of our children that we know are suffering in the system out to be in a safe place. So that's how the group homes pretty much came about.
Excellent. All right, my last question is, what are your honest thoughts about the saying, because you're in violence and crime, right? So what are your honest thoughts about the saying, snitches get stitches?
My honest thought about snitches get stitches, tough question. Okay. Because I know I have parents and children who have died being able to speak out, I think that we as people, I think the government is government, police department, we have to be able to back up those who are open to talk. Like we had a parent, like I just was telling you about recently, she had 5 kids. When she was like, she wasn't going to hold it back. She told everything that happened. Christmas Eve, they knocked on the door. She opened the door. They blew her head off. At that point, the disservice came in because she was supposed to be under protective custody. Her house was always supposed to be watched until they can get them placed. This happened maybe like on a Friday or Thursday. They were supposed to be relocated on that Sunday to Florida. Until then, they were supposed to be being watched, and they weren't. So you promised this family that they would be protected if she told the truth, but she told the truth and she was murdered. That makes it harder for anybody else in the community want to open up and speak. Yes, I believe that we need to come together to be able to voice what's going on in our communities. At the same time, here, especially in Canada, you have people horrified because the promises that the police department makes, they don't keep. So you have a lot of children who end up dead, or just like some of our children this year, we had best friends be murdered 2 days apart. You got some people that, rivalries and say gang rivalries go back and forth because this one told or this one told, and it's just another murder. So it's like, because the police aren't protecting those who do speak out, we're going to have a hard time, being able to voice what's going on. And that's the honest kid in Camden, Because it's not just stitches anymore. It's like snitches get bullets. It's kind of a little bit different. Snitches get stitches kind of rhyme, but here it's like snitches get bullets. So you want to be like, if I go and I tell what happened outside of my door, how do I know I'm going to live to see tomorrow? Are you ready to sacrifice your life, or do I want to go tell what happened? That's the honesty. I believe if the police department did more to back up what their promises are, we would have more community members willing to speak out.
It's very true. Okay, so yeah, I mean that is it. This is Nyzia Easterling with Saving Grace Ministries, Camden, Philadelphia, and ladies and gentlemen, this platform and this channel goes to people all over the place in different states. If you have, if this topic, if these issues have already hit home with you, and you're like how Nyzia was before, when she experienced what happened to her husband and she had to deal with her daughter, and there was not some type of safe haven for you, or maybe someone that you know that's going through this and there's no safe haven. Like, the thing I love about this Saving Grace Ministries is this almost like a one-chop shop. Maybe, for lack of a better term, it's a one-chop shop where you have an array of different resources, from faculty that help with girls, faculty that help with infants, toddlers, getting a job, helping with tutors, after-school programs. And when you go through something so tragic as this, it doesn't hurt to have a place where you can actually be comfortable with and know that you're going to get the best assistance and the best help. So again, guys, no matter where you are in the United States, no matter where you are in the world, if you need more information, if you want to maybe create a Saving Grace Ministries or duplicate the efforts of it, contact Nyzia and the Saving Grace Ministries. Go back and listen to the portion where she gave her contact information. You can find them on social media. They're on Instagram. They're on Facebook. Just Google Saving Grace Ministries Camden, Saving Grace Ministries Philadelphia. You'll somehow get in contact with them. That is it for me, Nyzia. Do you have any closing remarks or any last message? Did I cut you off during the part where you were answering a question and you wanted to get that out?
I just want to say thank you, first of all, for just, thinking of us to have us to be a part of it. And also just for anybody, like you said, just reiterating to reach out to us. If you feel like you have a need or you know someone who has a need, please feel free to reach out to us. The holidays are coming up. We are doing Christmas registrations for children who may have lost their parents. You're willing to call in and register the children or make sure it gets to them wherever you are. Just anything, that we can do on this part. For if you have a tragedy, there's always a way to turn your tragedy to triumph. And we can do this together. So, again, we do have a 1-800 number that's free to everyone. That's 866-280-2402. That's 866-280-2402. And it's SavingGraceMinistries.com. So, you can always reach out to us. Many things that's going on. We don't want to leave anybody out. Please, SavingGraceMinistries.com, or reach out to our 1-800 number. And once you're a part of the family, you're just always family. So we welcome anybody and everybody. So
that is awesome. Thank you so much again, on behalf of the network, behalf of the channel. You guys, till next time, continue to be. Peace.
Bad credit affects where you live, what you drive, and even your current or next job. With so many frustrating issues that happen in life, we can help you find relief. Text 480-358-7725 today. Not only will we fix your credit, but we will educate you so you can educate your family. Now back to your favorite podcast.